Hello my friends, welcome to another review, and this time around I'm going to talk about Jimmy Choo Man Blue. This is the latest release from Jimmy Choo in terms of men fragrances, and this is honestly a very interesting fragrance for me, especially considering that I'm not a big ambergris or even worse ambroxan lover. So this fragrance, right from the beginning, I'm gonna say it very clear, resembles a lot to Dior Sauvage. It also resembles a lot to Versace Dylan Blue, and it also resembles to Chanel Blue or Bleu de Chanel, whatever you want to call it. It reminds me a lot of those fragrances. Why? Because those fragrances are ambroxan based, while this one is actually using the natural ingredient, and that is ambergris, which is basically in translation whale barf. And it is actually considered to be the most expensive ingredient in the whole perfumery industry. Don't ask me why, I couldn't care less actually. So in terms of presentation, very nice looking bottle. If you want, it somehow resembles the one from Sauvage, with this gradient color, very dark blue color. Then it opens up even more right until it becomes transparent on the base. A cardboard box that has a very interesting look. It basically resembles like a crocodile skin, and also you can actually see this on the cap itself, where we have this interesting texture. Again, it wants to simulate a crocodile skin. Very nice cap, very beautiful bottle if you ask me. I really like it. Also the color and also the design. So kudos to Jimmy Choo for this bottle. The cap is made out of metal, and also the atomizer sprays a lot and covers a lot of surface. So very good atomizer, no issues with the spraying. So in terms of presentation, it looks okay, but in terms of notes, let me go through all the notes that I could dig up on the internet and also on their website. So we have clary sage, essence, black pepper, bergamot in the opening. Then in the heart notes we have leather, cypress essence and grey amber and ambergris. I've seen on some sites that they list ambergris, and on others they don't list ambergris. It definitely is ambergris inside this fragrance. I can feel it because I hate so much the synthetic variant, that is ambroxan, that I couldn't miss on ambergris in this one. And also in the base notes we have sandalwood, vanilla and vetiver essence. So what do I get on my skin? Well, I get a lot of vanilla, that's for sure, but I also get a lot of the woody base. I get some black pepper in the opening and a lot of clary sage. Not so much bergamot, unfortunately, and I do love bergamot in fragrances. And in the heart of the fragrance, although leather is another note that's listed even on their website, I actually don't feel it. I feel a slight hint of leather, but nothing special. I do feel a lot of ambergris. That's the main attraction to this fragrance, at least to my nose and on my skin. I get a lot of ambergris in the hard notes. Everything covered with vanilla and also with vetiver essence and sandalwood. Basically the opening is fresh, kind of fresh, but you're gonna feel right from the beginning the ambergris note and also the sweet vanilla inside. By no means does it mean that this fragrance is a sweet fragrance. It becomes a bit sweeter in the dry down, especially in the base notes, but to my nose it's not over sweetened. It's I couldn't consider this fragrance to be a sweet fragrance actually. It's a very somewhat generic type of fragrance because you're gonna find a lot of resemblance to Dior Sauvage, Dylan Blue, Bleu de Chanel, and other fragrances that sport Ambroxan. But also, to my taste, this is actually the only fragrance that sports ambergris that I could actually wear, and I actually enjoy wearing this fragrance. I really hate Ambroxan and ambergris in fragrances. It's just not my cup of tea, if you know what I mean. But on this fragrance, or in this fragrance, I enjoy wearing it and I like it. In terms of performance, this fragrance lasts on my skin roughly around 8 hours, and it projects actually really nice, although this is an eau de toilette concentration. So very good projection for the first 2 to 3 hours, and afterwards it becomes closer and closer to the skin, but it doesn't suddenly drop to the skin or on the skin, and it doesn't perform. Actually, it's a very gradual, how should I say it? It's gradually becoming closer to the skin. It's not very abrupt. It's not something that's gonna happen immediately. So in terms of projection, it's actually really good. And also in terms of compliments, if that's what you're interested in, it does attract a lot of compliments. Basically, this fragrance is a crowd pleaser. It attracts a lot of compliments, especially from women, and mainly due to the resemblance that it sports with Sauvage, Dylan Blue, Bleu de Chanel, and whatnot. So, Jimmy Choo Man Blue, a very interesting fragrance, if you ask me. You can buy it for around 83 euros at 100 milliliter. This is the 50 milliliter bottle, and I would say it's reasonably priced if you buy it on retail, but give it a try, and you can find it somewhere else even cheaper at around 50 or 60 euros. Nonetheless, this is an interesting fragrance that I added to my collection. I actually enjoy wearing it. I'm very satisfied with the level of performance, of projection, of compliments, and I actually love wearing it in or on formal occasions. Going out in the city, spending time with my family, with my friends, and whatnot. It's a very pleasing fragrance to have on your skin. That's why I actually like it, and I actually recommend it, at least to give it a try, to sniff it, to see if you like it, and maybe if it convinces you, you can actually buy it. I would rather say that this is also a very safe, if you want, safe buy. That's how interesting, how good and nice designer fragrance Jimmy Choo Man Blue actually is. Thank you for watching this video, guys. As always, see you in the next one. Until then, be good, be safe. Peace.